And now it's time for your daily Disney podcast with your host, Joseph Ballesteros.
What is going on, Magic Cheers? Welcome to another Talk About the Magic episode. This is episode 144, and it's Monday. You know what that means, right? Monday? It means it's time to get started. Or maybe it's your day off, whatever it is. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday so far. I'm actually doing this podcast live on Instagram as well. And hello, Instagram. Thank you for joining me, everyone who's joining me now. I know it's crooked, and I did that on purpose because I just worked out and I look ridiculous. So if you guys are interested in watching kind of the live recording of the podcast that's happening the day before, head over to Instagram, follow me there. You'll see it whenever I go live. But it is Monday. Before we get started, I do want to encourage you guys to check out yesterday's episode where I talked with Carrie about her journey with Run Disney. She gives her advice on, not just Run Disney, but kind of how she even got into it, what motivates her. It motivated me. We don't have Disney here where I live. But we do have SeaWorld, and they do their kind of like 3K, 5K, and 10K and all that. So I have my own goal to do that there. And then hopefully if we go to the Disney Cruise at the end of the year, that's the plan. I can do the 5K there at Castaway Cay, or K. I think it's Key. Carrie says Key. And I'm going to go with her because she's a Floridian, and so she probably knows more than I do. I just say it the way it's spelled, K-A-Y. So I say K, but you know what? I'm 100% wrong, I'm sure. Anyway, don't comment and tell me how ridiculous I sound when I say Castaway Cay. But we're having a good day so far, and I hope you've had a wonderful Monday. We do on Monday through Friday we do a show, of course, and then Sunday we do our interview live. So if it's your first time here, be sure to subscribe so that way you don't miss any future episodes. But being that it is Monday, we kind of focus on getting some motivation, inspiration. I've been reading from the book, The Quotable Walt Disney, just because honestly it's easy material. He has so many great quotes that I personally enjoy and really have motivated me to do things and focus in on how I do my podcast and website and everything like this. But one of my favorite quotes, and I think I say that every episode, comes from when it was referring to success. So this is one of my favorite quotes that Walt Disney has said, and it comes from when they asked him regarding Disney. Of course, how did he get it to be successful, or how did he just in general get to be where he's at? And he says, people often ask me if I know the secret of success, and if I could tell others how to make their dreams come true. My answer is, you do it by working. The reason why this is one of my favorite quotes is because it's so brutally honest. We live in a day and age where we want to find out, and I'm guilty of this myself, we want to find out the quickest, easiest way without having to break a sweat, without having to do any kind of, work, without having to, because we just want it now. We're in that instant gratification. We have iPads and iPhones and computers that literally can get us what we want when we want it. I mean, for goodness sakes, Amazon can deliver you something in 2 hours, and now they're talking about even faster with drones. Like, we are 100% instant gratification. And so we're always looking for that quick way. And the reason why I love this quote is because, Walt says the same thing that's honestly been said since the first time you started finding out about these kind of wealthy, successful people, if you listen to their advice. And that is, you just have to work. That's what it takes. There's no guarantee on the time. There's no guarantee on even the outcome. But the guarantee is you are going to get closer to your outcome if you work. Whatever your goal is, whether it's trying to lose weight, you're going to have to exercise. You're going to have to try to eat better. That's work. Whether maybe you're trying to do better at your job, you're going to have to maybe stay a little longer, go a little earlier, be the one to volunteer for that project that nobody else wants to volunteer for. That takes work. Maybe you want to be a better parent. You're going to have to spend more time with the kids, volunteer at the school, get involved in taking them out to do, different things during the summer or anything like that. I mean, this all takes work. It's not literal work in the sense maybe of breaking rocks or something like that. But it's taking time away that normally maybe you would spend on yourself. And that, in essence, is what work is. You want to have a different outcome on something, so you're going to take away time from yourself, that selfish time that maybe you would use to just relax and watch some Netflix, maybe to, play some video games, maybe to take a nap. Maybe you're a nap person. And actually use that time to get closer to your goal. Me personally, I've said a lot of things I've wanted to start, and I've already told you guys that I started with a rocky start for losing weight. I wanted to lose 60 pounds mid-February. I realized I haven't even like walked a mile. What am I thinking? So this past week, I said I'm going to do 6 miles, and I did not reach my goal at all. At all. Monday through Friday, never once. But here's the difference. I did 3 miles a day. That is beyond anything that I did in the past where I was saying I want to start exercising, and I would do maybe a mile in an hour, which that might seem like a lot, but you know, in looking at myself and being honest with myself, that was nowhere near what I knew I could do. That was me walking very slow, watching TV, just chilling, whatever, and then saying, oh, I did my part, I exercised. And that's just not reality for me. I knew I could do more. And so even now, you know, like I said, I never got to my goal of 6 miles, but I got to 3. And I got farther. First, when I started, I was doing 3 miles. By the midweek, I was at 3.1, then some change miles. And today's, you know, I'm recording this on Sunday. I was 3.339 miles, I think it was. And so I'm telling myself, next week I'm doing 6 miles. That's still my goal. But if I can hit 4 miles or even closer to 4 miles, I'm pumped. Because again, that's more than I ever did. So again, if you want to follow me, guys, you can do that on Instagram. Follow the weight loss journey there, and hopefully it'll motivate you. If that's the same journey you're on, you know, it'll motivate you to get up and do. But you know, speaking of that, I was nervous about doing something for a while that I've wanted to do since last year. This is kind of silly for me to say it the way I'm saying it, but it's a big deal to me because I tend to be the harshest critic of myself. You know, I tend to be the one who first says that what I'm thinking is silly, what I'm thinking is not smart, what I'm thinking is dumb, what I'm thinking is nobody wants to hear this, what I'm thinking is, you know, and that's not a good trait. I'm not over here like saying like, woo, you know, that's a bad trait to have. And that's something I'm trying to get over. But doing the show, especially on Sunday, has motivated me in such a way because of all the stories that I hear. And I know they've motivated you because you guys have reached out to me and told me that, you know, the show was, you know, that touched you, and, you know, the guests that we had on Sunday really helped you and motivated you to do your own thing. And that's awesome. I love to hear that. But like I said, for myself, I kept kind of like being my own critic of saying not going to happen, being silly and saying this isn't going to do it. But I'm doing it. So a while back, I told you guys about talkaboutthemagic.com/shop. And what that was basically was an Amazon store that I just put Amazon products on. And it's not what I necessarily wanted to do, but it was me kind of beating around the bush, kind of like running away, kind of going into what I said I wanted to do, but not 100%. And so I recently, you know, have been doing the work for the past 2 weeks, researching, learning how to, and getting the idea of what to do. And I officially kind of like opened up like a legit shop now. If you head over to talkaboutthemagic.com /shop, it will take you to the Etsy store. Now this Etsy store is, you know, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. But it's something that I want to continue to grow and make better. I'm not selling, you know, I'm not gifted in that way of selling, you know, awesome like warm, you know, cup mugs or awesome buttons or, you know, stuff like that. But what I do have there is some digital prints of, you know, quotes and sayings that have really motivated me and really helped me kind of get to that next level. And it kind of made me feel more confident, and not in a prideful way, but confident in saying, you know what, you can do this. They did it, you can do it. And so, like I said, I'm going to be updating it. There's still more stuff that I have to put up there, but it's one of those situations where I feel like if I don't pull the trigger, I never will. And that's why I just need to get it out. I'm recording it, telling it to you now. I'm doing it live on Facebook, so they know, you know, there's record that it is open. So if you head over to talkaboutthemagic.com/shop, you'll see the Etsy store, a couple of digital prints there. I will be doing uploading some more sayings, but with actual like paint and artwork, which I'm really excited about, but also very nervous because I'm not very talented with that. But I've you know, bought some training books to learn how to do you know, good what's the word? Not penmanship, but you know, word what is it? Like, you know, fonts and stuff like that. I really love that kind of stuff. I love looking at stuff like that. And so I'm training kind of how to do that myself. And so hopefully soon you'll see some of those videos going up of me doing a terrible job at first and then doing better, where you guys can now say like, oh, okay, maybe this is worth buying. The other one wasn't worth buying, but this one is. But right now, if you go there, you'll see some digital photos that really, like I said, have helped me, motivated me. And these photos you can put on your computer, you can put on your phone. They're emailed to you, so you can download them, you can print them out, you can send them to friends, family. You can do whatever it is you want to do. Put them on a calendar, like it's yours once you purchase it there on the shop. So it would mean the world if you guys would check it out and let me know even just what you think. You know what I mean? Let me know, like, hey man, you might want to get a little more creative. Hey man, this isn't as good of an idea as you thought. Constructive style criticism, not just to be bully, but it would mean the world to me for you guys to check it out. So if you head over again, talkaboutthemagic.com/shop, you'll see there the store and the digital prints there. But I hope you guys have an awesome Monday. I will see you, or I will talk with you again tomorrow. And if you follow me on Instagram, you should see me live if I remember to do it live, because I forget. And be sure, like I said, subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Have a great night, day, weekend, whenever you're listening to this. And as always, stay magical.